Hello, and thank you for joining us from wherever you are in the world. Tonight, we come together to celebrate jazz, a music born from innovation, resilience, and a deep desire of self-expression. Jazz emerged in the early 20th century from the vibrant city of New Orleans, where cultures from across the world converged. Blending African rhythms, spirituals, blues, and ragtime, jazz created something entirely new, a music that gave voice to life's joys, struggles, and everything in between. What set jazz apart from the start was improvisation, the ability for musicians to reinvent melodies in real time, making each performance unique. That spirit of reinvention is alive and well in artists like Jussi Rojinan, whose music is a fusion of influences from 4 continents, creating stunning soundscapes where jazz meets global traditions. Then there's Magos Herrera, celebrated for her mesmerizing voice and ability to blend rhythms of her native Mexico with the lyricism of jazz, effortlessly bridging cultures and languages. The tradition of bold innovation continues with Dave Meter, whose piano artistry weaves the history of jazz with contemporary sensibilities, offering something both fresh and timeless. Meanwhile, Todd Marcus, one of the few jazz artists specializing in the bass clarinet, brings a rich, soulful depth to the music that highlights the genre's versatility and emotional power. Of course, jazz has always embraced the theatrical, and tonight's performance by Janinah Burnett promises to captivate with her extraordinary ability to merge operatic elegance with jazz improvisation, creating sound that both feels grand and intimate. And for those who crave fearless storytelling through music, Catharsis offers an experience like no other, raw, energetic, and layered with emotional nuance that cuts straight to the core. By the 1930s and early 1940s, jazz had evolved into the swing era, with big bands led by icons like Duke Ellington and Count Basie filling dance halls with bold arrangements. In the 1940s, bebop pioneers like Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie shifted jazz toward deeper musical exploration. Their work laid the foundation for genres like rhythm and blues, rock and roll, and hip-hop, just to name a few, all of which trace their roots back to jazz's legacy of innovation and storytelling. Even as jazz inspired new musical movements, it continued to reinvent itself. Artists like Miles Davis and John Coltrane expanded on its possibilities, creating music that transcended tradition and ventured into new emotional and spiritual territory. This legacy of evolution is reflected in tonight's artists, who continue to push boundaries, ensuring jazz remains as vital and powerful today as ever before. So as you listen tonight, whether it's to the haunting beauty of a ballad or to the infectious energy of a swing rhythm, let yourself be transported by the creativity and emotion of these extraordinary artists. Thank you for joining us. We hope you'll leave inspired by the legacy and future of jazz. Enjoy the performance.
passing by like white kites in the sky calling. Moonlight chasing violins to unfold the song within calling. Tides of dreams of hopes and wings with colors that I've never seen calling, calling. Here comes the wind singing a song, awaking every star calling. I hear the words singing along, arpeggios in the night calling. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and nothing on the other side calling. My heart's a sacred space in time, my love for you, my holy land calling, calling. Eu sei você não tem o porquê, porque sem você não sei nem chorar. Sou chama sem luz, jardim sem lua, lua sem amor, amor sem se dar. Eu sem você sou desamor, barco sem mar, campo sem flor, tristeza que vai, tristeza que vem. Sem você, meu amor, eu não sou ninguém.
This next selection is entitled TGTT. It's written by the great Duke Ellington, and it stands for Too Good to Title. Duke Ellington, as we know, is a master. And this selection comes from the Sacred Concerts. He wrote several, and I encourage you to go listen to that repertoire. It is an oratorio, and he wrote the lyrics and the words. And I remember he did a long search for someone who could sing this, and because it required operatic training as well as jazz knowledge. And he found the great Alice Babb. So check her out. She's wonderful, if you don't already know her. All right, TGTT, and then another surprise.
Oh all we have. Would you still hear me? What if we are blind, all of us, imagining there was a time when great was real? Our weakest link is fear of losing greatness. Get on stage before the curtain falls, before the blind Messiah opens fire. We are here to elevate to greater. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Through all the noise, why do we only hear what we already know? Why don't we think the other side is here with us? Why don't we hear the sirens wailing for us? Why don't we fight for greater common? Are we not here to elevate us all? Why do we let our fear be greater than our greatness? In times of fear, compassion is an orphan. Dethrone the blind and elevate the kind. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the fire. Find the common, shine a light, become the water, root out the become the water, put out the fire. Find the common, shine the light, become the water, put out the fire.
As we conclude this wonderful night of jazz, we want to thank you for sharing in the experience. Our remarkable lineup of Jussi Rojinan, Magos Herrera, Janinah Burnett, Catharsis, Dave Meter, and Todd Marcus demonstrated how the genre can honor its storied past while continuing to reinvent itself in exciting ways. Each artist's distinct sensibility shows that jazz's core values, improvisation, connection, and resilience, remain vital. Rooted in the Black American experience and born from adversity and unity, this music evolved into a global language of freedom while preserving its creative soul. My name is Drew Tucker, and I am honored to be a part of this community as a musician, educator, and advocate. Through Jazz Road, a program of South Arts, I work to support artists nationwide by helping them bring their music to communities via tours, creative residencies, and innovative collaborations. Programs like Jazz Road ensure that jazz remains accessible, inclusive, and thriving for generations to come. We hope you will leave feeling uplifted, inspired, and reminded of how music can connect us across boundaries. We would like to thank you again for joining us.